Yeah, so the recording is in progress, and I must say good afternoon to everybody who's taking the time to join us here today. And of course, we're talking about kudos. Every time I come up here, I'm always talking about kudos. That's a fact. And today we're going to be diving deep into kudos and the sectors related to kudos, and of course, how kudos is actually empowering these different sectors in blockchain, right? And today I have a couple of speakers with me. They're going to be um, talking to you all or educating you all about a few sectors that is connected to kudos. And just to give you guys an overview of what kudos is actually a decentralized cloud computing service. So it's actually synonymous to your Amazon Web Service, your Google Cloud services. These services actually offer you secured data storage, where you store your data on the internet and other social media. So if you're getting some feedbacks from my background, right? I'm in noisy environment. Sorry about that. So that's like an overview of what Kudos is. So I'll be bringing up these speakers, and we'll be talking about a few sectors: Web3, the Metaverse, and of course NFTs. Then at the end of it, I'm going to be like, telling you all how Kudos actually empowers these different sectors. So without wasting much time, I'll just bring on the first speaker by name of Emmanuel Mo. Emmanuel, please, are you there? You can just you can unmute your
Hello.
mic and say hi. Okay, that's Emmanuel. All right, please, can
Hello.
you? Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you,
Can you
Emmanuel.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Emmanuel, for sure. I can hear you.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Okay, yeah, talking about Web3. Web3 embraces decentralization and is being built, operated, and owned by its users. Web3 puts power in the hands of individuals rather than corporations. Okay, before we talk about Web3, let's explore how we got to Web3. So, from the first inception of Berners-Lee's creation, known as Web 1, occurred roughly between 1990 to 2004. Web 1 was just mainly static websites owned by companies, and there was close to zero interaction between users. Individuals rarely produce content, which led to it being known as the read-only web. Yeah, after the Web 1 period, the Web 2 period began in 2004 with the emergence of social media platforms. Instead of read-only, the web evolved to be read and write. Instead of companies providing content to users, they also began to provide platforms to share user-generated content and engage in user-to-user interactions. So Web2 is basically an advancement in the internet world. But the next piece is called Web3, which is nicknamed the future. At its core, Web3 uses blockchains, cryptocurrencies, and NFTs to give power back to the users in form of ownership. So in relating to Kudos being a Web3 platform, Kudos is actually a decentralized cloud computing network, and it possesses the core features of Web3. For example, Kudos is not controlled by a centralized entity, but ownership is distributed among its builders and users, which makes it a decentralized platform. So without wasting much time, like this will be like my last point. Kudos being a permissionless platform that makes it a Web3 platform. It allows equal access to users to contribute and participate in building the network. Okay, let me just give you guys an example. Users can provide their unutilized hardware storage capacity to enhance CUDOS cloud computing services. So actually, no one is actually excluded. So everyone is like given free access to also participate and contribute to CUDOS. Yeah, so yeah, thank you guys. That's it.
Right. Thank you, Emmanuel, for that insightful um, presentation you had there. And of course, Web3 is actually about inclusivity. When with Web3, there are no centralized powers. And of course, Web3 is giving the power back to the ordinary individual, just like you and I. Thank you very much again. Well, the next person will be bringing on stage a person of Prince Brown, and he'll be talking about NFTs. Prince, can you say hi if you can hear me?
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Charles, for this awesome opportunity. My name is Prince Brown, and a co-speaker. Speaker in this event hosted by Charles. Well, I'll be talking about NFTs, as well as how it relates to Kudos as well too. But we all know what NFT is all about. We can say NFT. Yeah, okay. NFT is actually a short form of non fungible tokens. And before we go into that, now let's take a look at some tips. Okay, just imagine buying a piece of digital art on the internet at a reasonable price and getting a unique digital token known, which proves your authority over the artwork you bought. Wouldn't it be great? We all know it will be great because most of us, we all want to, be a holder of one NFT collection or the other. We can actually look at today to find out that NFTs are actually making some good waves in the crypto space. But NFTs are actually taking the digital arts and collectible world by storm. Just as everyone worldwide believe Bitcoin was the digital answer to cryptocurrency, NFTs are now pitched as the digital answers to collectibles. So if you're interested in NFTs and you want to explore more about what they are, you have to, check out some of the nice places you can actually get most of these amazing NFTs, which we all know the popular NFT marketplace, which is OpenSea. But let's leave that aside. Let's take a little further steps into the NFT. Deep dive into NFT as a whole. In a simple terms, NFT is actually a cryptographic assets based on blockchain technology, and they can be exchanged or traded equivalently like other cryptographic assets, just like Bitcoin or Ethereum. The term NFT actually represents it and can be replaced or no interchange because it has unique properties. Physical currencies and cryptocurrencies are actually also fungible as well, which means they can be traded or exchanged for one another. So some key features of NFTs, which most of us might be wondering to ask, we've all heard of NFTs. Let me give some brief key features of these NFTs as we popularly do talk about. NFTs are digital assets, and they are also unique. When I mean unique, it cannot be forged or otherwise manipulated. That is what that statement really talks about there. It's exchangeable. That means NFTs takes place with such as Bitcoin on special sites. So let's take a look at how NFT works, because most people might be have been having this urge to venture into the NFT space. So I will give a little tips on how this NFT or NFT projects actually go about. And let's take an initial step in understanding what this actually what you should consider and learn about how NFTs operates. Majority of NFTs, as we all know, resides on the Ethereum crypto blockchain, which is a distributed public ledger that records transactions. These are individual tokens which with valuable information stored in there. Because they hold a valuable primary sets by the markets and demand, they can be bought and sold just like other physical types. So this is actually some few tips I could, let me say, give because of my time about NFTs. So in relation to CUDOS, like as we actually focused, and we can look at some GameFi projects which actually utilizes NFTs before most of their games can actually be played. So most of these NFT game projects, let me put that way, utilize NFT. You have to purchase some NFTs before you could, participate in their gaming. Most of projects or these GameFi projects actually might need some cloud computing system to actually help carry out this their gaming processes. And that's where CUDOS come into play, because as we can see, CUDOS actually provides a decentralized cloud computing service to various projects where you have to, you can lend out your spare computing powers, and you can make some earnings from them. That is why we can describe CUDOS as like the CEO Matt Hopkins described it as Airbnb of cloud computing. So this is actually where CUDOS is actually very important, because for most of these GameFi projects, which have to utilize anyway, you have to buy some NFTs before you could play games, to help out in these processes of storing most of their huge computing data. CUDOS can actually takes these responsibilities and helping out in providing a decentralized cloud computing services to them. So my time is actually elapsed, so I'll actually stop here. But I believe in further studies, you could find out and read more about CUDOS. You can actually check out the CUDOS site on kudos.org, and you can find some useful information there too. So I'll give it a wrap here, and thank you once again for the opportunity, Charles. That is all for now. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much, Prince Brown. You actually did a very good job there divulging NFTs. Right, I really love that. And I love the way you guys are actually linking all of that to CUDOS, right? Just to show you how broad and vast and how relevant CUDOS is. And just so you know, Gerald, thank you very much for putting up the website to CUDOS there, www.kudos.org. Yeah, as I was saying, I love the way you guys are actually linking this up to CUDOS. This actually shows the relevance of CUDOS to the blockchain as a whole. Well, with that being said, I'd like to call on the next speaker by name Isaac. He'll be talking about the metaverse, so just giving us a little insight into the metaverse. I believe this will be a very interesting topic. So Isaac, if you're there.
All right, and greetings, everybody. Thank you, Charles, for this opportunity, for the opportunity given for me to be able to come here and interact with these amazing people here and being able to discuss CUDOS. Like you said, my name is Isaac. I I'm a member of the CUDOS community, an enthusiastic member actually. So without further ado, let me just go straight to the point. I'm here to discuss Metaverse and how everything about Metaverse and how it relates with CUDOS. So I'm guessing some of us might have an idea of what the Metaverse is. So, but for those that do not really understand, I'll just give a brief explanation of what it is. So the Metaverse is the digital reality that combines the aspect of social media, online gaming, augmented reality, which we know as AR, virtual reality, which is we also know as VR, and cryptocurrencies to allow users to interact virtually. Augmented reality overlays visual elements, sounds, and other sensory inputs onto the real world setting to enhance the user experience. In contrast, virtual reality is entirely virtual and enhances fictional reality. So we can say a platform like Facebook is also a metaverse because as a social media platform, it enables its users interact with each other without being physically close, but via the internet and various digital devices. And the same thing with gaming, where gamers are transitioning to a virtual environment involving virtual technology, and players are given a real life feeling of the game through simulations and also allowed to earn while playing. They can earn digital currencies, as we all know as cryptocurrencies, through the P2E gaming platforms that play to earn. So, how does the metaverse work? An exact definition of the metaverse may be hard to explain because of its depth. So metaverse is very deep. So an exact definition might be very hard to explain, but most technology experts agree that the metaverse is a vast network where individuals via their avatars can interact socially and professionally, invest in cryptocurrencies, take classes, work, and travel in 3D virtual reality. So now we might be wondering, how does the metaverse relate with CUDOS, or what relationship does CUDOS have with the metaverse? And like I did mention earlier, that online gaming is also a part of metaverse. And then CUDOS is in partnership with several gaming projects and in its own way contributing to the growth of the online gaming space and in general metaverse. So some of these gaming projects that CUDOS is in partnership are what I'll be mentioning right now. There is Animoca brands. Yeah, these are strategic investors and blockchain gaming partner. There is Dream Life, they are NFT, and then Metaverse on CUDOS and then compute consumers. So they are also consumers of the products that CUDOS offers, which is compute. And then there is Konoku Pass. This is also a metaverse, P2E, that's play to earn, and L2E, which is learn to earn. They are P2 and L2E games, and they're also consumers of compute. And there is Dot Moves. These are rewarding users of moving dApps on CUDOS and also consumers of compute. I really would want to go long. Let me just mention one more. There is also Exceed Me. Yeah, they are blockchain gaming partners with CUDOS. I really would want to go further because of time. So I think that's where I'll be stopping for now. Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, that was a very nice one by Isaac. So yeah, I don't know. I can actually see some very enthusiastic members of the CUDOS community by name of Edion Bob and Gerald. These are very active members in our community. I don't know if they also want to like say something before I go on to like give like to just round up everything that the speakers had said. Um Bob, Gerald, can you hear me? Bob, if you can hear me, just say hello. Bob, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, that's Gerald. Okay,
Yeah,
Gerald.
Bob,
Okay.
can you hear me? All right, greetings everyone. Yeah, I'm Gerald. Yeah, as you said, I'm a member, passionate member of like the CUDOS community and all. Yeah, so I'm actually like supporting CUDOS, like because actually like it's a very novel idea of like uniting blockchain technology and cloud computing. Because trust me, like any if I'm on any space, like just to give like a rough or a simple explanation of what Kudos is like the Airbnb of cloud computing, whereby you can rent out and like also like get cloud computing. Like the computing computing is actually like a very big deal because a lot of our platform, even Zoom, if for instance now all these chats are being recorded and it's stored somewhere, it's actually going to be in the cloud. Your Telegram, yes, your Telegram, most of your messages that you have made like in the last 2 to 3 years are usually stored in a cloud service or something like that. And major like upper scale, let's say cloud computing firms like them, Amazon, yeah, AWS, Microsoft, Azure, and all that. They're actually there, but making it decentralized is like one of the core aspects of blockchain. So everything, what blockchain actually comes to solve is like to make everything decentralized, give everyone a piece to the cake and all that. So making your cloud computing decentralized is actually a big deal, and I'm going to support this project. And so I posted the link of Kudos here. You guys can actually like go on to the website and check about it, read about it. It's actually also a blog whereby they explain some of the benefits because Kudos is actually very sustainable. Like, because sustainability is one of the big factors or one of the hindrance for blockchain because most people will be like crypto, like mining of Ethereum, Bitcoin is actually very bad to the environment and all that. But with Kudos, like with Kudo miners and all that, it's actually very sustainable. So I urge you guys to like come on board to Kudos, join the Kudos community. I think after this, I should drop like the Discord link. Yeah, Charles, what do you think? If you're here on
Yeah,
this kind, you're not on the Discord community, you can just hop in and interact with the Kudonians and all that.
yeah, you can
It has
drop.
been done
You can definitely
very
drop the
well.
links to all of this, even the ambassador program too. You can actually join. Sorry, you can drop the link to that too because I'm talking about the ambassador program too. Yeah,
All right, no
I don't know if
problem.
Bob is here. Can Bob actually hear me? Bob, if you're there, I think it's having network issues. Yeah, so I think I'll just go on to like wrap up the whole session. Yeah, so as I was saying at the beginning of our session, Kudos is actually overly relevant to the blockchain, as I must say. And right now we're having a lot of issues regarding centralized computing powers, with how ineffective it is, and also with the high energy it uses, how it affects our economy in terms of climate change, all of that. So Kudos is actually coming in to actually bring that sustainability to, number one, the blockchain, and also to our environment. Kudos is pushing for a greener way of providing cloud computing services for everyone in the blockchain community. So with that being said, let me just give you a reintroduction about what Kudos is, right? So Kudos is basically a decentralized cloud computing network, and as I said, you can link it, or it's similar to your Amazon Web Services, which controls this AI called Alexa and stuff like that, and also Google too, Google Cloud Services. All of these things just help to keep your data safe, and also help us access things on the internet with ease. So with that being said, I would like to um, tell you how even more relevant Kudos is. As I said, Kudos actually brings sustainability to all these projects being named. Isaac did a good job mentioning all the projects that Kudos is in partner with, and there are a lot of projects that are in partnership with Kudos because they've seen what Kudos is definitely going to offer. And you know that with Kudos, the business is quite sustainable. In the case of having to run this big company, you actually have to be apt on cloud computing services, and Kudos is actually giving us the best of it and is making it also decentralized. So I don't know, there was a time that I think last year when was it WhatsApp? Yeah, WhatsApp was down for over an hour, and and we couldn't access the servers that connected to WhatsApp and all the other relevant ones that's also connected to WhatsApp too. And for that particular hour, I mean, who knows if that was actually a life and death situation, imagine what chaos that would have caused, right? So at least with CUDOS, you are sure that that would never ever happen. Just imagine you had a house that was run by Alexa, which is controlled by the Amazon Web Services, and perhaps you're like an elevator that is being controlled by Alexa, and in the case of having that particular web service shut down, definitely means you'll be stuck in that elevator for God knows how long. So at least with CUDOS, we know that this kind of things can never ever happen because there is always a constant supply of cloud computing services, which is of course decentralized. At every point in time, you're always going to have these services available to you. So I told you this, there are always ways you can actually earn with CUDOS. It's not just about you making use of their services. You can actually contribute to this pool of cloud computing, should I say, infrastructures. How do you do that? You do that by using the CUDO miner. No, no, Joy, can help us drop the link to that. So the CUDO miner actually helps or it's actually like a rental services, right? Just like the Airbnb services where people go out to rent apartments that are free, right? So with CUDOS, the CUDO Compute, you can actually rent out your spare cloud computing service infrastructures, just like maybe your PS4, PS5, or if you have some nitty-gritty computers, right? You can also go on to actually provide services via the CUDO miner, and by that you'll be earning CUDOS tokens. So this is like a way of earning passive income, if you like it like that. And regarding that, right, regarding the CUDO miner, will be going live very soon. So I urge you all to be part of the community now, and also, putting your contributions too. And linking that, yeah, being able to also give your contributions. I'd like to say that the ambassador program for CUDOS is actually live. At the moment, they are onboarding creative rangers. So the ambassadors for CUDOS are actually called, they're termed rangers. So we have 4 types of rangers: developer rangers, social rangers, the security rangers, and of course the creative rangers. So right now they are busy onboarding the creative rangers. So this will actually be a chance for you guys to actually come in and make your contributions, and at the end of the day you can stand a chance of having to get your rewards or your reward for your contribution in CUDOS tokens with a worth of 2,000 US dollars. So Gerard just put up the ambassador program. So if you are interested in being part of this community, I would implore you to actually take the step forward and also, join our Discord, join all our communities and start making your contributions, because we, the arrangers over here, we are like enjoying the best of what blockchain can offer at the moment in terms of cloud computing. I would also love for the whole crypto community here in Nigeria and beyond to also be part of us. So that's it. I'm trying to wrap things up as quick as possible because we have less than 5 minutes. So I think I can entertain some questions if there are any. So we can just, answer them before our time elapses. Is there anybody that has any question? If you can't unmute, if you're having problems unmuting, you can actually drop it in the chat section. So I believe there is no questions at the moment. Like I said, almost everybody understood what we're actually trying to say here. So I don't know, Gerard, do you have like any closing remarks or anything to tell the community, because you are actually a veteran when it comes to the CUDOS community? So you'd like to just say something before we wrap things up here.
Okay, yeah, you guys are actually doing a very good job. Everything was really very basic and easy to understand. So all I have to just say is that, watch out for. I don't like talking about the price speculation and all that. We all know that we're in a bear market. Yeah, and I think kudos. I don't talk about the price, so don't actually look at the price, but look at the value. This innovation is actually very nice because the cloud computing, market is estimated to be in billions and all that. So making it decentralized. Trust me, Kudos is going to take a great share into it. So, and you guys should actually try to apply. I think most people here have actually applied for the ambassador program. So I'm just going to like put a hat there. So, okay, I have a question. Bob has a question. So just try and be active in the Discord channel from time to time, and trust me, your effort will be seen and the team will onboard you. So,
Okay,
Bob, you
Jared,
can answer the
I think you can answer the question from Bob. Bob shoots for a question.
All right, shoot me your question, Bob. Say, who are Kudos competitions on the network?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, good afternoon, Bob.
Yeah. So can you hear me? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I wanted to know, most crypto projects currently in the space, we have replicas of almost the same thing. But I know that Kudos stands apart and stands out in terms of cloud computing. But my question is to the Rangers. Who are the possible competitions in terms of cloud computing? What is trying to do? Because I'm also trying to know how Kudos can function very effectively in the African community and the African market. So, I would want to know the competitions and how we can sell Kudos to the African market.
Okay,
Right.
Charles, do you want to take that?
Yeah. I was going to actually say, at the moment, I'm not really sure we have cloud computing services that are in competition with Kudos. Kudos
Okay,
actually
let me
takes
just
it. Sorry.
yeah, I know about Akash. Yeah, I've
Okay.
already dropped it on the message. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Akash is
Yeah. I
like is
can.
on the Cosmos ecosystem. Yeah, definitely. They're also doing something very similar. It's all about like cloud computing now. But why I'm very optimistic about Kudos is because of like the great partnership that Kudos have. Like Kudos have a lot of partnerships that can shoot it to the moon, and Kudos is using a very nice approach, like product before. Should I say like they are actually displaying the product whereby you can use it and you can actually like earn from it. Because there's actually Kudo Compute which is already live, but the Kudo miner will also come in, like will soon be integrated. So we're still like at the alpha stage, but there's also Kudo Computing which people are already using. So Kudo actually has a product to show for it. So whereby once you buy the phone or something like that, you already have Kudo computing, whereby like your spare computing power can actually be set out Kudo computing. Yeah, what does it take to be a validator? All right, we don't have much time, but to be a validator, you need like 2 million kudos. You need to like stake 2 million kudos and have like a very strong computing, should I say, devices and all that. So that's basically it. And I plan on being a validator, but that's a big time. And 2 million kudos, yeah, that's huge. That's definitely huge. Yeah, 2 million kudos is not really easy, but trust me, we can all do it if we believe. So up to you.
All right. Good. Thank you very much, Gerald, for that. I knew you were very apt to answering these questions because why not? You are a veteran in the Kudos community, so you're in the best position to answer these questions. Well, we'd love to take more questions, but we have less than a minute to end this session. So I'm going to say thank you very much, everyone who took out the time to attend. We'll be doing this regularly, and of course, in subsequent times, we'll be having more interactive sessions. So instead of using Zoom, we might actually use like Twitter Spaces so that we can have more time and also more people can get to participate in these sessions. So with that being said, I'd like to thank everyone for your time and look out for another session like this. Thank you very much for coming and do have a blessed day.